do buy-side and sell-side firms have different RECs needs?
So buy-side and sell-side firms have different rec needs because they have different views of processes. They also have different restrictions and regulations that are imposed upon them. From the idea of looking at different views of processes. For a trade, for example, on the buy side of things, we will see that there is a block level execution with the executing broker, and then from there there's further allocations to prime brokers and custodians. Further from that, there are also allocations amongst different funds within the prime broker and custodian relationships. From the executing side, on the sell side, they will just see that block level portion of the trade process. So you can see how there might be discrepancies or possible miscommunications if someone on the buy side is looking to resolve a difference or reconcile any differences they might be seeing from their perspective, where they have full transparency of the trade allocations, whereas on the sell side, they'll really only be looking at the block level detail.
How does this difference impact the buy-side and sell-side relationship?
So the buy-side and sell-side relationship is impacted by the different views on processes in terms of really communication at the end of the day. The communication between the buy side and the sell side will be from two different perspectives. So it's really necessary for the buy side to know exactly what information the sell side will have and have obtained and really be viewing. Whereas on the buy side, there's that additional level of transparency that doesn't necessarily impact the sell side when it comes to reconciling. On a daily basis, when the sell side and buy side are speaking with one another, it's imperative that the buy side understand what the sell side can see and what they're looking to reconcile, if there's any back and forth questioning and communication between the two sides.
And what do you think is the best strategy for working out these differences?
The best strategy for working out the differences is really understanding the full trade settlement process cycle from start to finish. From the buy side, although you have this full transparency all the way down, you have to understand how the sell side comes into play when you're talking about, for example, a trade execution. Understanding what the sell side can see and what information that they require in order to reconcile any differences versus the information you see and need to reconcile your differences is imperative. Having that good relationship and communication between the buy side and sell side, and seeing really from the buy side perspective what the sell side is looking to obtain from you, and any questioning back and forth and reconciliation is imperative, and understanding that flow through relationship.